Welcome back, guys. This is the Roma Rebrand career mode here in FIFA 21. My name is Rich. This is RR37. Thank you so much for stopping and checking in. And it is the beginning of Season 3 today. We're going to be kicking off with pre-season, obviously. We're just going to see how we get on in the tournament. We're also, of course, going to be in the summer transfer window, which is, well, it's supposed to be exciting, right? But the way that we're running our club at the moment, it's as much nerve-wracking as it is exciting, because a lot of our players had really good seasons last season. There were a few standout performances, and you've got to imagine that the clubs around Europe will be watching and circling these players, so we could end up losing some big players in this window. I hope that that doesn't happen, because for the manager it's going to make things a lot harder. But yeah, for now we're just going to kick off the season, well, the pre-season, see how far we get in the tournament, see what happens in between, and how we can put everything together and hopefully have a really positive start to the season. We know that last season was really good for us. We won a lot of trophies last season. We finished a respectable third in the league as well, considering how many players that we did lose last season. So yeah, he is hoping we're going to be in the Champions League once again. Yeah, so there's a lot of exciting times ahead. We'll obviously, as the season progresses as well, be looking to build on progression, build things in the club, like expand our youth academy, improve it somewhat. Maybe we open up other bits to the club, and that in turn will then allow us to start scouting players around Europe, not just Italy. We could end up doing both, depending on the money situation at the end of this tournament and the end of the transfer window. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a big season for us. Just showing you here, this would cost us 100 million to have the next part of the youth academy, and the same here as well. But each of these would cost 100 million, so to get both at the same time, you'd be looking around 200 million. We don't have that at the moment. There's other options that we've got as well, like improving the actual squad on the pitch. One thing that we were really lacking last season was actually at the top of the pitch, I feel. Milenkovic coming in really did wonders for the defence, but we lacked a lot of bite in games last season. Salvatore had a brilliant season as a breakthrough season for him, and hopefully he can kick on even further this season, but it's not really, it's not great relying on him at the moment to be our number 9. You see there the players that we've got transfer listed, so we are looking to move some players on this season as well. So yeah, there's a hell of a lot. Breaking away from what we're doing here at the moment, in my life away from YouTube, which has really delayed this series, and I've not really put as much love into it as I wanted to when I started it. What I would say is, just right quickly, a lot of that stuff that I was doing now away from YouTube is actually done and complete, so I don't want to give up on this save. I'm hoping that I can now put the love and the ideas and the attention into it that I wanted to do in the very beginning. Those of you who have been watching from the beginning and are still doing that now, a really big thank you for your patience, and hopefully I can reward that for you moving forwards. It's definitely a plan to, but at the moment we've got some youth scout reports coming in, and this guy here, Bianchi, actually looks really decent. I'm hoping that we pick him up. It looks like that we did. We got Rafael Leon as well. He looks to be quite decent. So again, hopefully we picked him up. Unfortunately, the others are not quite at that level. You would have noticed the first game we've got is against Everton as well, which is going to be a really tough start actually. Well, and we've got players that have gone as well already, so I wasn't remembering or aware of that, and this is what I mean. Like, I'm hoping that now things have gone, I can stay on top of this a lot more and know exactly what's going on. So we've just got Guidi left to move on then. We'll see if that happens during this window or not. One thing that's not going to happen is I'm not going to release him. Definitely not. So this is the revised look at the youth academy at the moment. We've just picked up Bianchi and Leon. We got Casaidi down there and Coppola as well. Coppola we still can't pick up yet, so we must have got him really early into like him being 15. It's time to put these guys on some kind of plan as well. He's already a 5-star skiller, Bianchi. He's got high work rates as well. Maybe again, because we still haven't really found anyone, and with D'Angelo gone as well now, that can replace Villar, or not replace him, but be a backup for him when he's not on the pitch. We still don't really have that guy yet. Kristant did a good job towards the end of last season, filling that void, but I'd rather have somebody looking to the future that can come in when Villar's not playing and fill that role. Hopefully, Bianchi could be that guy. We've got Leone here as well. Another 5-star skiller, medium and low work rates. He is a cam though, so that's quite fine actually. But because of us playing the 4-3-3, you might find that what we'd do here is to learn him the centre midfield position possibly. Just so he doesn't lose any of his overall with the new system, but we'll see. I don't know what we've actually decided to do with him at the moment. But it looks like he's going to be a shadow striker for us. Maybe not. It looks like we was actually struggling to find out what we was going to do with him, what kind of player we want to mould him into. We're looking attacking midfielder. We'll do his high work rates as well. Maybe that's something. It will give him a big boost in his speed and acceleration, which is something that we're lacking in this team at the moment. So, yeah, that's pretty good actually. I'm quite happy with that choice. Still can't wait to get Coppola in the team, by the way. It seems like I've been saying that for an age now, but he's still just not there yet. Still not turned 16. So, in terms of the tournament and the group that we're in, you can see we've got Rennes, Everton and Sociedad. It's a tough competition, this actually, considering where we are at the moment. And we're going to have players away on international duty as well. So yeah, like I say, it could be really tough this. Everton, I would predict, are probably going to be the toughest game of the lot. And this is how light we are now as well, in terms of squad depth. We're going to be playing, by the looks of it, Verita, Diawara and Villar in European competition. Villar's picking up the armband now, by the way. Probably that's going to be permanent, I would imagine, as well. We've got Ketin back off loan, so it'd be interesting maybe to see what we're going to do with him and how we decide to use him. It looks like at the moment we might have to play Carbone out on the left, and Ketin actually is going to come straight in alongside Milenkovic. And then we've got Gilani, Pedro and D'Angelo available up top. Maybe we could put Guidi in and almost shop window him if you like, but yeah, if we're going to progress in this competition, I feel like it might be very important for us to get a result against Everton at the moment. But yeah, we're seeing the team. That's what's going on at the moment. Let's find out how we actually do get on. And there you have it, guys. What a start to the tournament that is. We get a 3-0 convincing win against Everton. We played really well in that game as well. I was very, very impressed. But now, this is what I was talking about the transfer window. Mancini probably outperformed what I thought he was capable of last season. I really liked him. He was really solid, pretty good in the air. His positioning was pretty good. The only drawback for me with Mancini is his pace. I really want to get to a point where, well, the manager does, sorry, that we can play that high line and really squeeze the space on the pitch. But the pace that we've got in our defenders at the moment is just not allowing us to do that. So for me personally, the way that I've spoke to the manager and he wants to play and the vision that we had, there's too big a gap between midfield and defence for me at the minute, and we need to sort that out. But I wouldn't be wanting to get rid of Mancini right now, but once again, for the integrity of this series, I'm going to entertain this offer and I'm going to go and see if we can sell him off. We are still in the phase of being a selling club at the moment. Of course, now we've got the ability to buy players as well, but we want to buy them in, let them have a good season and make profit off them if we can do that. Well, as for this deal at the moment, they've refused to pay the 24 million Leverkusen, so they've come back with a 21.5 million and 5% sell-on clause, which, you know what, I'm going to accept that. It's a decent enough deal. I am sorry to see Mancini go. He struggled to get in the team originally, but he did have a really strong season last season, and where we are at the moment, why players are in good form and we can get above their value, it just makes no sense not to do that really. So with that done, we've now got the game against Sociedad. This is going to be another tough one, you know. Again, we don't really have many players to choose from ourselves at the moment, and then fatigue's going to start becoming a bit of an issue as well. But it's just where we are at the moment. We've obviously got some kind of international tournament going on, so we've got a few players we can't choose from. As you can see, we've got no reserves. Santon injured. Mancini is just going to be leaving us as well, but he's on international duty at the moment, as are a few more. So again, really, we've just got to rock with what we had against Everton, which it's not really a bad thing. We did really well. So yeah, that's what we've got. That's where we are at the minute, and we'll see how we get on against Sociedad. Well, yeah, I didn't see that coming. 4-0 battering at the hands of Sociedad there. After the 3-0 win against Everton, I was feeling pretty confident we could go and do something against Sociedad, a point maybe, but yeah, they are clearly on that day far too strong for us, and yeah, the group's wide open again now. There's only the one game left, but that will put us at a -1 goal difference. So the game against Rennes that's coming up, we need just a point really, but then we're relying on Sociedad to get points against Everton, and Everton could quite easily on the day beat Sociedad as well. So there's a lot still to play for in the group at the moment. I mean, for a lot of people, these pre-season tournaments don't matter that much, but with where we are at the moment and the direction that we're going in, it could literally be that this would be the only trophy that we lift this season, and we do need the finance from it as well. So yeah, I do want to do well in the pre-season tournament. Again, we've got another offer for Mancini here, and Osasuna, or I'm not too sure how you say that. They're going to have to come with the money. We've already accepted a 21.5 million deal with the 5% sell-on clause as well, so they're going to have to at least match that. They've come in with an offer that is initially lower than what Leverkusen did, so they're going to have to stretch to get this done basically. I'm not too confident that they're going to be able to match what we've been offered already. So we're going to go in with the same initial offer that we did against Leverkusen. We're going to see if we can get the 24.5 million for him. Even if we get this deal negotiated, it still might not be the one that Mancini himself chooses. So yeah, all we can do is put the offer on the table for him, but already 16.4 million is nowhere near what we're looking for. But I am going to give them a choice again. We're going to probably now go in and say match what Leverkusen have done, or we're not interested basically. Even down to the sell-on clause itself, there is the 5%. So can you match what Leverkusen did? If not, then really we don't have anything else to talk about here. So let's see what they say. Will he, won't he? No, he wants the sell-on clause gone, and he still only wants to pay 16.4 million. Well, it doesn't diminish the integrity of the series, because we've already had a better offer than that, which we've already accepted. So unfortunately for Osasuna, again, don't know if I'm saying that right at all. Yeah, they're not going to be getting their man. They're going to have to look elsewhere for a centre-back. It doesn't affect us in the slightest. Mancini, by the way, still hasn't yet accepted that deal at Leverkusen, so I would assume that at some point, either before or after this game, the message is going to come through. Ketin is saying, I know that eventually you're going to be looking to find a replacement at centre-back. It's up to him. He's got this pre-season. There is the message, so that's why Ketin's come to us and said that as well. Yeah, Mancini has gone then, which actually might leave us a bit of an issue with the lineup for this game. We might even have to change system like we've just seen there. This is a little bit of a kick clash, isn't it, this one? They can play in their black considering we're the home team. Yeah, what we're going to do for this one then, well, first we're going to change the system. Obviously we're going to stick with the 4-3-3 by the looks of that. It's going to be the same front three, same back line pretty much. Yeah, Ketin, Carbone at left back. We still can't have Santon yet. It looks like he has recovered, but even though he has, he's still on international duty anyway, so still not available for selection. Not too sure what to expect really, if I'm being honest with you, going into this one. We were brilliant against Everton. We couldn't put anything together at all against Sociedad, so yeah, let's see how we get on in this one. And yeah, we got ourselves through to the knockouts. Played against Wolves. It was a draw. And now, as you see here, we are in a penalty shootout to get ourselves to the final. Fatigue had become a real issue at this point, guys. So yeah, oh dearie me, he's put one over. That gives us an advantage. Yeah, in the game itself, by the way, Kasper Schmeichel was absolutely brilliant for the Wolves. It's not a perfectly timed penalty, but it's good enough, and we've took the initiative in this shootout now. Wolves keeping that pressure on, though. Good penalty. That sent us the wrong way. You can see there what I'm on about with the stamina. Kristanta's got almost nothing left, and this time Schmeichel pulls out the save. Here is Podence now for Wolves. Oh, you cheeky. Wow, that's some composure to do that at this point. Here comes Pedro now. Perfectly timed into the corner. Our most experienced player getting the job done. And on that is a brilliant save there from Lopez in the shootout. It is now down to Diawara versus Schmeichel. If we bag this, we bag ourselves a place in the final. We're going to go where we've had the most success. Will Schmeichel know that, though? He will. And it's a big, strong hand from Schmeichel. And Wolves are still in this shootout. Oh, we have saved it as well. Lopez goes and saves the next one. I thought that had just creeped under his body for a second, but no. And now we have another shot at winning this one. It is Santon who finally was available for selection in this game. We're going that corner again, and we've got the job done. We are going through to the pre-season tournament final via a penalty shootout. The fact we've had to put so many minutes into these players' legs means that the final itself could be a really, really tough affair. Here's the winning penalty again. We had a lot of success in that corner throughout the shootout. Schmeichel, you can see, had already made his mind up. He's gone the wrong way. And, well, we don't mind that because that is now us into the finals. And, well, we're in another penalty shootout, this time in the finals. Gilani sticks his away. It is a rematch against Sociedad. This time they weren't able to beat us in the 90 minutes or extra time. I think the game finished 1-1, 2-2, something like that. I don't know. It was obviously level, but that's a good penalty there from Villar. We didn't even go for the time shot on that one. Oh, and he's tried to put it straight down the middle. Lopez was aware of it, and we've took the initiative in the final. He's Pedro now. Can he get one? He can indeed. That's 2 in 2 shootouts for Pedro. Here's Lopez again now. If he saves this one, it looks like it might be all done. Come on, Pedro. It's against David Silva. And that's a great penalty in off the post. So we've still got work to do here. Diawara steps up again against Musso, the keeper. We're going to try going down the middle. We don't usually do this, and it's worked. And we have just won ourselves a piece of silverware this season. We've got some money coming in for the club again now as well. And yeah, we've got our revenge in the best possible way on Sociedad. Straight down the middle from Diawara. Like I say, it's so rare that we use that technique. Normally I do pick a corner. But yeah, I was just feeling it, and it's worked. And Diawara, the hero. Lopez, brilliant in both shootouts. And we have won ourselves a cup. So I'm going to leave you with the players to enjoy this. It's going to be the end of the pre-season episode. I hope you've all enjoyed it. It is so great to be back. Can't wait to get some more of this done. I'm really gassed up and looking forward to season 3. And yeah, putting the time and the effort into this series that I always wanted to do. But for now, guys, that's going to be it. Enjoy this with the lads, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.